Hello, and welcome to Getting Going on Azure with Datagriff. And today we're going to be looking at the pricing calculator so we can get some estimates on our costs per month of our Azure resources that we want to deploy. So the first thing you need to do is go to azure.microsoft.com pricing calculator. And what we're going to do today is estimate the cost of a Windows virtual machine with some bandwidth and a application gateway. And in the end, we're going to export our estimates to Excel. So in search products, we're going to type virtual machines. We're going to select the virtual machine. We're going to view our virtual machine. And this virtual machine is going to be in the closest region to us, which is going to be North Europe. I'm going to leave the operating system as Windows and the type to be OS only. The tier is going to remain standard. The category is going to be all. The instance series will be all. And the instance that I want to choose is the A3 4 cores, 7 gigabytes of RAM. So I'm going to choose that. And this particular virtual machine is only going to be up for 50% of the month. So rather than 730 hours, I'm going to choose 365. And if we scroll down, I'm going to choose pay as you go. I'm going to choose the license included for the OS. For manage disks, I'm going to click in the drop down. I'm going to stick with the standard HDD, but I'm going to pick the S30s. I'm going to have one of those. For storage transactions, we're going to have 10,000 per month. And for the bandwidth, we're going to choose inter-region, North Europe to West Europe. And the outbound data transfer is going to be 50 gigabytes. The next thing we're going to add is an application gateway. So we'll go back up to our products, type in application, we click application gateway. We can view. And for this, we're going to again create it in the same region as our virtual machine. So we click North Europe. We're going to stick with basic tier. We're going to leave it a small size. And we're going to have one instance. And again, just like the virtual machine, we're going to have half the month, so 365 hours. We're going to process 50 gigabytes of data. And we're going to have outbound data transfer to be 50 gigabytes as well. We scroll down. You can see at the moment that our cost is in US dollars. We've got this little drop down. We click that. We can change it to British pounds. So that's £143.46 a month that we need to go to our superiors with and say, please, can we spend this money? In order to do that a little bit easier, we can click Export. And this creates an Excel file of our exported estimate. We click that. And here we go. We have a nice little potential cost that we want to send to people and say, can we buy these resources in Azure? This is how much it's going to cost. And we can do this not just for virtual machines, but for any of the resources in Azure. So if we go back to our pricing calculator, if you imagine, if you need any of the other resources, so if you need a SQL database, you've got that there and you can start looking at that. Azure Cosmos, if you want to look at web apps, all of these things are available in the pricing calculator to get yourself estimates before you start deploying your resources. So I hope you enjoyed the pricing calculator on Getting Going on Azure with Datagriff, and I hope to see you next time.